So there is something big that's happening right now that I really don't see anybody else talking about, but this is so big that it will likely lead us into the next leg in the crypto market. This big boom that is alt season causing ADA and many others to go on these significant surges. And the crazy thing about this is already starting and people aren't paying attention. And I want to discuss this with you guys. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So right now, what we're seeing with ADA price is just kind of some chopping. I'm filming this at 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we're seeing a little bit of pullback, just barely in prices in preparation for this morning's CPI report. And this is an important one because obviously we're trying to make sure that things are still on track in terms of inflation, that we're headed towards this very important thing, which is loosening monetary policy. We're supposed to hopefully supposed to get another 25 basis point decrease at the next FOMC meeting. And as long as the data looks good, it looks like we may be on track for that. Now, this would be following obviously a 25 basis point decrease from the last FOMC meeting and a 50 basis point decrease from the following meeting. So here in the US, this monetary policy is loosening, and why this is important for assets like ADA and many others is as these interest rates decrease, it opens up the door for spending. People start to instead of hold their money close to the vest, they start to put it in more speculative assets. They start to actually use capital instead of sitting on it. All right, hopefully that makes sense for people. Now, why this is important is assets like ADA are very heavily driven by retail. So if retail ain't spending, price ain't moving. We have seen that time and time again. For example, during even the middle of this year, as we hadn't got into interest rate decreases yet, ADA was pretty quiet. A lot of the capital in the space was just matriculating at that point. There wasn't much to really cause us to go on a nice push. And then finally, when we had the new the excitement surrounding the new administration coming in, and we had already gone through a couple interest rate decreases, it allowed us to open up and really push things in a big way. Now, that being said, this isn't something that is just happening here at home. What we're actually seeing is this loosening of monetary policy around the world. So, for example, the Swiss National Bank is expected to cut rates by 25 basis points on December 12th. And China is actually, for the first time in 14 years, loosening their monetary policy as well. So now, excuse me, guys, I'm still sick. I apologize. But now you're starting to see this loosening in monetary policy around the world, meaning that it's not just U.S. capital that's flowing into the market. And China's really a big one that doesn't get talked much about because if you remember, last market cycle, they banned crypto. It's the reason why we went on this significant drop earlier on in the year of 2021. It's why BTC pulled back from basically 62K all the way down into the 30s, right? And then luckily we had, right here. That's why we had this pullback. And then luckily the market rallied and we went to those market cycle highs all the way in November. Now, this boom of capital is the one that brings mass adoption along with it. It's the one that brings new users, new capital, and it's the one that frankly allows altcoins to go on these significant runs. This is where ADA can really open up and make those extensions to new all-time highs. Is this a guarantee that capital is going to flow to ADA? No, it's not. But what new capital has shown us when we are in times of excitement and new capital entering the space, ADA tends to be one that sees some of the most significant inflows in the crypto market. Not to mention the fact that, for example, in Hong Kong, ADA is one of a few approved assets. And excuse me, if China is getting back into the market, they may follow a very similar stance as Hong Kong, meaning that ADA may again receive some of those most direct capital inflows. So the point I'm trying to make is we're getting into a time where, once again, things will be heating up in the crypto market. We'll see these big flows. We'll see a lot of excitement. And although prices aren't very exciting right now, we will once again be getting into a time where they are. We've seen how these cycles play out before. And that's not to even talk about, enterprise. That's something I missed in this video. Enterprise is also, when monetary policy looses, they are also looking for more speculative assets to acquire as well. So definitely something to pay attention to as we get deeper into this market cycle, but it is starting to happen now. And it may be something that, again, impacts the market in a very, very big way. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. Again, it's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Also, make sure to drop a like to let me know you are enjoying the content. But have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.